សូមជម្រាបសួរអ្នកប្រិយមិត្តទាំងអស់គ្នាថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមានអ្នក director និង producer writer everything ពីរឿង Surviving Bokator ហើយឈ្មោះ your name
Mark bochsler director
Sandra leuba
ហើយគាត់ជាប្តីប្រពន្ធហើយខ្ញុំចង់និយាយថា Mark និង Sandra bochsler leuba I said it right. Hi, can you please tell us more about this film? Since you're the director, it's amazing. How long did it take for you guys to shoot this film?
Well, it took us 5 years to shoot it, and it took us probably 2.5, almost 3 years of editing, but a total of 7 years from the time we started shooting in 2010 until what you just saw today.
The film is amazing, you guys, by the way. I cried. I love it. I just want to give you guys a lot of feedback, but I know it's a long story short, but I want to hear more about what you guys, your work. So, was it you guys' first time in Cambodia?
2010 was the first time, yes. And we went there with the purpose to do a short film about Bokator. We researched it prior. But then when we met the characters, South Kim Sien, the Grandmaster, as well as the others, but also Cambodia itself, we fell in love with the country and the people. And it was very easy to decide that we want to do something longer. However, we never thought it would be 7 years of our lives.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
Was it difficult finding the master?
That was actually the easy part. Yeah. We were trying to do something on martial arts, excuse me, in rural Cambodia. And it was just a quick Google search, and I stumbled onto the story of the Grandmaster and thought he was somebody that I really felt compelled to meet face to face. And it's not often that you get a sort of an instant emotional, urge to do something. So I went with that instinct, and of course I'm glad I did. And we sat with the Grandmaster for a few hours, and I would say by 30 minutes into our discussion, I had my camera out and I was filming interviews with him because I was so amazed at not only his journey but what he had planned for Bokator moving forward. That was going to, hopefully, and it turns out it did, happen during the time that we were there.
Right. There was a breaking point where the family was, like, the Bokator family was falling apart. That
giving it away.
That hurt me. But I wanted to ask a question about that part, though. Even though you guys didn't hear the ending, I didn't give it away. There's more to it. But I wanted to know, how did you guys feel about going back and forth, filming from that part? Was it hard to go to a master and then the student, and they were not seeing eye to eye?
Yeah, I think because we became personally very invested into the story and the characters and the importance of Bokator and reviving it. So when they had the falling out, it was actually heartbreaking, and we really tried. We're not supposed to get involved as documentary filmmakers, but we still try to kind of, but
I think
they had their own way, and so we had to be patient, and thankfully patience paid out.
It paid out.
I mean, that's a good point. Sometimes things aren't as clear as you see them, and it requires, as Sandra was saying, more patience and more time in order to understand things. And with the Grandmaster in particular, he's a man who's had a lot of trauma in his life, and it's not, up front when you meet him, it's not evident. But then, we started getting to know him a bit more, and he let his guard down a little bit more and developed a trust with us, myself in particular, because I went back more times than Sandra. I came to see a man who had so many layers and such amazing depth to him, and he was revealing all of that, so it was, I guess my point is that it's a story for us which is a deep story. It's a story about the human journey. It's an emotional story. It goes to the depths of the struggles that we have, and this is what we wanted to bring to the world, and we did. And we invested that amount of time to make that happen.
Now, do you guys know any martial art stance, or do you guys want to fight now?
No, well, I did my first the white belt in Bokator when I was there with Grandmaster.
You learned it with him?
And
I'm so jealous.
I came back to practice on Mark, but he did not appreciate that.
I was sleeping at the time.
You were sleeping while she's fighting.
Wanted to practice on me.
Real Wonder Woman right here, right?
But it has been a few years, so I can't really do the moves. But
at least you know something.
Yes, yeah.
Mark, do you know anything?
I don't know anything at all.
Well, she'll protect you. Your personal bodyguard.
He pretended to be busy filming,
yes.
But I went actually every evening to the gym, and then
you got this.
I sweated out, and yes, but it was an amazing experience. Yes.
please let our viewers know how can we hear more about your film and what can we do to help donate, or if you guys have any DVD coming out, any future project.
Well, here's the thing: is like this film we have put together. We had a lot of challenges in raising financing, especially in Canada. There's no Canadian featured in the film, so for many reasons we ended up financing it on our own. So and you think, oh, what was us? But we're at a point now where we want to finish the film. The one that just was screening, we're calling it a work in progress. For all intents and purposes, is pretty much there, as is based on the audience response. But now we need your help and the help of the Khmer community and people who want to see this film come to the world, big festivals, big theaters, TV, and showing this side of Cambodia, the one that we had experienced in our time there.
So, in a nutshell, the way to help is really tell your friends and family about Surviving Bokatau. Go to our website, www.survivingbokator.com. Subscribe to the newsletter there. We will send updates on when there's film screenings. But there's also a donation page, and we are looking for sponsors. So if you want to be in the credits of the film or in any ways, there is a lot of opportunity to kind of get also exposure for yourself or your company or organization. And we would be very thankful, because we want to get the film out, and as everyone knows, it costs kind of to get them out, and DVDs will come as well. There will be hopefully on Netflix and anything, but that's too early right now. So first festivals, and then that comes second. But that's why sign up, and then you will not miss anything.
So no part 2 yet?
We're glad. The response that we've had has been overwhelmingly amazing. We knew we were on the right path. I've been through a few editors, kept going back and back and back, knowing that there was something in the film that needed to come out more and more and more. And we finally hit our mark, and the reception here in Long Beach has been fabulous. So,
So it was very important for us, because it's a very meaningful film and very important to be told. We want to take the time to tell it the right way.
Do it correctly.
And so, if I have a question back to you. What is your main takeaway from the film, which you saw today?
I just want to let you guys know my feedback. I love the whole thing, the outcome, everything. I mean, you guys say you guys still fixing it. You guys are gonna make it better. What more better can you get? But I love it. I mean, it's tear-jerking for me, and I want to thank you all so much for making this happening and even reaching out or even making this film. I mean, who would have thought anyone would be interested in like a 2,000-3,000 year old, story or history of this, Bokatau. And overall, I don't know, you guys said you guys have more to fix, but to me, it's perfect to me. I love it. I cried. It's just emotional for me, and it just makes me feel, I don't want to give it away like you guys said. I don't want to say too much, but overall, I just love it, love it, love it. I'm hoping there's more to it, and I can't wait for more of your projects coming in the future. And of course, I'm definitely looking forward to help you guys out, to let the viewers know this is something we will make it big. And I hope it come on Netflix, even in bigger theaters as well. Yeah. So I want to thank you guys so much. And Cambodia want to say akon chran. Andខ្ញុំសូមជុំអរគុណអ្នកប្រិយមិត្តទាំងអស់គ្នាសូមជួយបានមកជួបមើលរឿង Surviving Bokatau ហើយទៅ let me know their website again.
www.survivingbokator.com.
Yes. ហើយសូមបងប្អូនបានចូលទៅអ៊ីនធឺណិតទៅ Facebook អីក៏បានដែរឲ្យទៅជួយកុំព្យូទ័រចា
On Facebook we are as Bokator Film.
Bokator Film. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay ទៅ Facebook Bokator Film ហើយយើងអាច donate យើង sponsor អីក៏បានដែរបងប្អូនយើងជួយសមាគមខ្មែរបើគាត់មកជួយសមាគមខ្មែរហើយជួយសាសខ្មែរយើងហើយខំទៅស្រុកខ្មែរទៅជួយវប្បធម៌ខ្មែរទៀតហើយរឿងកូនបាច់គុណខ្មែរខ្ញុំសូមអរគុណអ្នកប្រិយមិត្តទាំងអស់គ្នាសូមជួយតាមសមាគមខ្មែរហើយនឹងពួកគាត់ផងសូមអរគុណ Thank you